I've actually done a live stream since I last played. I'll link that in the upper right corner of the screen about now. As you can see, you might have noticed there's a big gun on my back. There's a shotgun I bought. I bought new weapons. I also did some side missions. As you can see, they're opened up now. So yeah, I did a few bits and pieces. Nothing that really continued the main story though. Just getting more money, doing side stuff. As for the main story, last time we did some missions for Marshall Johnson, and we encountered Bill Williamson again, his old gang member, but he got away. We also we helped out Nigel West Dickens. He was in a bit of trouble. We rescued him, that's the word. We rescued Nigel West Dickens as well. And that's about it for the recap. I think we're going to start with a mission for Bonnie, and then him, and we'll see what's next. You see I have a Castleman revolver, but I also have that I bought. We have a double-barreled shotgun. Yeah, did a few side things. The burning.
Excuse me, Mr. Marston. Have you seen my father anywhere?
No.
He went out this morning to ride the land and was supposed to be back hours ago. I don't know. The ranch hands have been out looking, but so far they found nothing.
Well, come on, let's go look for him.
Thank you, Mr. Marston. I'm sure it's nothing, but I worry about the old fool.
Not sure why my horse is over there, but alright.
Come on. Whoa.
You have to go to the ranch's outskirts. Yes, we're going at a slow pace. Alright,
Bad idea to split up right now. I've got a bad feeling about this. It's not like him to be away for so long.
Don't worry, we'll find him.
He's not as young as he used to be. What if he's hurt himself?
Your father can still handle himself just fine, Miss MacFarlane. He's built like an oak.
You're probably right, but I can't help worrying. He's all I've got.
Does look nice with stars.
I had 6 brothers, but 5 of them died, either from sickness or foolish choices.
And the other one?
He left for the east and never came back. Must be getting on for 10 years ago now. He's a high and mighty banker in New York, according to his last letter.
He should be here, helping you and your pa.
I don't want his help. He can live his life any way he wants. But when I see those city fellers coming in on the railway, all dressed up like a sore toe, I fear a little for his soul. Look, I think I see someone.
Having 5 of her brothers die might sound a little odd, but that's kind of how it was in those days. A lot more kids died. People in general, really.
Daddy, what happened?
Nothing nice. Rustlers, I guess. Maybe the Baller twins, that bunch. Now you head back to the ranch right now and fetch a wagon.
Yes, sir.
Marston, you watch after her.
I'll do that, sir.
Please stay close.
I feel like we should help him out, really.
What happened to those poor men? And their horses were dead, too.
I think we should get back there as soon as we can.
Who could have done something like that?
Your boss seemed to have an idea who it was. Let's just do what he says and get the wagon.
Those damn rustlers! I've got a good mind to head over to Pike's Basin myself.
I don't think that's a good idea.
And you're no better. How many men have you killed?
Do you really want to know?
It's disgusting.
You never met the men I killed.
I heard the way you talk about that gang you were in, like there was some twisted morality to what you did.
We all have a code. Only some of us don't
The
realize.
outlaw with the code? How wonderfully romantic. The reluctant murderer, the noble criminal. There's nothing more depressing than a man who's found a way to think the bad into good.
You're upset.
Look, Mr. Marston, the barn is on fire.
Oh, but she'll need his help now, I guess. Well, he's just a criminal. He shouldn't know, should he?
Come on!
Whoa there.
The doors are blocked! We need to find another way in!
This ain't working!
Try and get in through the loft, Mr. Marston! Climb up the windmill!
But I'm disgusted. I'm, yeah.
Los caballos! Help me, will you?
No, I'm taking my time. I don't want to fall off. You know, I don't think any of the newer games have had movement like that. Handing off things and stuff like that. Maybe my memory's a little off. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do much good here anyway. What am I going to do? Throw a little bucket over it? Or... Oh, I guess I can help the horses.
Well done! Now let's save the horses!
How come he lasted so long in there, but she can't even open the door?
Come on.
Do a bit of a jump. There we go.
Get them all! You sure know how to handle yourself. Thanks, Marston.
Yes, John, thanks. You saved the ranch.
If you'll excuse me, I've got chores to attend to. Hey, hold on a second over there.
Sincerely, John. Thank you.
Well, I did all I could, Miss MacFarlane. Sorry about all the damage. That gang seems to really want you out of here.
Yeah, well, my father fought Indians. I scarcely think we're gonna be frightened by some white trash.
White trash can be pretty frightening.
Well, they don't frighten me.
Good.
John, my family owes you a great debt.
I think you got enough debt. You saved my life. All I ask of you is this. If I get back home and get my farm started back up, you'll sell me some cattle. I prefer doing business with people I know.
Of course, Mr. Marston. It'd be my pleasure. Well, you get some rest. I've got to go see how my father's bearing up.
I'm not sure white trash was even really a saying back then. Maybe it was, I don't know. Lots of honor for that. Heroic, I guess. Barn's gonna be messed up now. I think our house is okay though, and they'll probably get it back in order. Let's see what's next. We have 2 missions. A Nigel West Dickens one, and one for Marshall Johnson. I think we're gonna do this next, and then we're gonna go to the Marshal. I'll make a cut about now. Here we are at Armadillo, ready for another mission with Nigel West Dickens. Can see the sheriff's office there as well, but we're doing this for now. You shall not give false testimony except for profit.
And I can tell you with no uncertainty
kind of sums him
that
up.
miracle cures are no laughing matter. I bid you good day, sir. Oh, Mr. Marston, good to see you. How have you been keeping?
I'm well, Mr.
Mr. West Dickens. Nigel West Dickens of Eastcheap, London, New Waverly, New York, and Armadillo, New Austin. At your service.
At my service.
At everyone's service. At the service of science, of knowledge, of life.
How are your wounds?
Much, much better. But then they would be.
Would be...
I know a cure for all ailments, Mr. Marston.
Ah, I'm sure you do. And I'm sure for just $2 an ounce, I could live forever.
Oh, but for you, sir, I'd do a bulk discount rate of $1.95 an ounce. As long as you buy 100 ounces or more. That's a lot of immortality.
Give it up, old man.
That's Mr. West Dickens to you, boy.
Give it up, old man.
Listen, Marston, I'm broke, but this stuff is good. It works. I need a healthy young man like you. Come along, let's ride over to my newest customer at Ridgewood, and I'll explain while we go.
Okay.
To Ridgewood Farm, the sick and needy await us. Oh, the life of a wandering saver of souls.
Alright. Guess we're going with him to sell some old bullshit.
Hey, remember me?
I heard about you, Mr. West Dickens.
And I about you, John Marston.
Hoodwinking the weak, gullible out of their hard-earned money.
My dear boy, it is you who is gullible, if I may be so bold, for heeding such ill-informed
You're
scuttlebutt.
as full of wind as a horse with the colic.
I have been blessed with the gift of language, and for that I will not apologize. But the West Dickens elixirs speak for themselves. My thousands of happy customers attest to that.
Those men trying to kill you didn't look so happy.
Skepticism is the bastard child of progress, John. Knowledge makes a fool into a doubting Thomas. It's the cross I bear as a pioneer in the fields of commerce and medical research.
You seem to be mistaking me for an idiot.
My tonic cures all known ailments, that I can guarantee you. But, for the sake of argument, even if it didn't, surely there is still value in giving a person the belief they can feel better. If my tonic is such a
Yeah,
sham,
disband
how
a
do you
bit.
explain the fine fettle in which you find me? Last time you saw me, I was knocking at death's door.
You should thank the doctor for that. I reckon you were acting it up worse than it was.
Act I can, John.
Get out of the way.
More convincing Othello there has never been. And so shall you, a fair Iago or Cassio make.
I don't like the sound of this.
Showmanship, John. The flourish, the bow. We are operating in a competitive marketplace. Our product must stand out.
And how does this involve me?
We're going to use your God-given talents to our advantage.
I'm really starting to
I'll
regret
drop
this.
you off at the outskirts of Ridgewood. That way, it won't look like we came together. Once I'm set up, saunter nonchalantly into the crowd that is sure to be forming. Eventually, I will call you up to try my tonic. After extolling the virtues, I will have you perform a few feats of wonder to amaze and impress the whole public.
Such as?
Oh, nothing out of the ordinary for a man in your line of work, I assure you.
So it is all a sham.
No, just a little innocent ballyhoo to grease the wheels of enterprise, that's all. Do you think that buxom young girl you see on the Voyage camera posters knows the first thing about photography? Advertising, my boy, is the future.
You'd best be a man of your word.
Alright, just let me get that dialogue out. I think we're about here. I don't like it can get cut off a bit if you're too fast. I actually need to shoot those rabbits for a sharpshooter challenge, but I don't want to terrify anyone, so, yeah, I might scare him off. Right, here we are.
Best you alight here, dear boy, so no one sees us arriving together. See you shortly, and remember, showmanship.
Okay, so we go in separately and do some showmanship for him.
Friends, hard-working souls of Cholla Springs, gather round, gather round. Do you suffer from rheumatism, lumbago, acute chronic sciatic, neurologic or inflammatory pain? Well, I represent the only company that makes the genuine article that cures headaches, neuralgia, earache, toothaches, backache, swelling, sprains, sore chests, swelling of the throats, contracted cords and muscles, anxieties and ravaged nerves, stiff joints, wrenches, dislocations, cuts and bruises, and it adds vitality and vigor to the healthy man.
But can you prove it, old man?
Oh, I'm sure there's some customer here who could prove the qualities of it by taking a drink right now. You, sir, come up here. Step right up.
That's the spirit. Ladies and gentlemen, pay close attention. This poor, wretched volunteer, entirely unknown to me, will demonstrate the effects of Dr. West Dickens' own patent tonic. Be you a cowpoke or athlete, this miraculous elixir developed with the wisdom of the East keeps the muscles supple and relaxes the cords. It loosens the joints and gives a feeling of youth and vigor to the whole system. Not possible, I hear you say. Well, doubt no longer. Faith can move mountains, but I ask not for faith. I am a man of science, and today science will be vindicated. Your eyesight has greatly improved. Is that not so, friend?
If you say so.
That's right, it is. You heard him. What a good sport you are, sir. Now, gaze over yonder at that porch. If you squint, you may just be able to make out the skull that's hanging there. Go ahead, friend. Shoot that skull and demonstrate the miraculous eyesight you now possess.
Draw your weapon. I'm guessing it has to be a revolver. Is it glowing?
Now, my friend, while the elixir is at its strongest. Remarkable! The eyesight of an eagle, granted by imbibing Dr. West Dickens' own patent tonic.
Anybody can make that shot. This man is a fraud. If your eye's so damn sharp, why don't you try shooting my hat out of the air?
My friends, our test case has been challenged to shoot a gentleman's hat out of the sky above our heads.
You can fool these people, but you ain't fooling me.
This
Right.
might not work
Let's
well.
just see how sharp you is with a moving target.
Right, friend. Here comes the throw.
Okay.
You ready to get embarrassed?
Have you ever seen such an eye?
Our Deadeye's been
Behold the
upgraded
power of
now.
the elixir, plucked out of the sky.
Hey! Hey! What? You think you can put a hole in a man's hat and walk away, do you? Hey, it don't work like that around here, mister. Come on, are you a man or not?
A challenge of battle has been offered to our volunteers. Let the battle commence! Look at that! Inhuman strength!
You want to scrap, friend?
There it is! Skeptics and dissenters! Irrefutable proof! Do not let this opportunity pass you by!
He's gonna duel.
This ends now.
Watch out! He's got a gun!
Who the hell do you think you are? You ain't leaving here alive.
Hold on. There we go.
Shot, dear boy! The kind of deadly accuracy that can only be afforded by the West Dickens elixir. Come! I have plenty for all!
You'll be fine. Get out of my way.
Hey, where are you going?
I want a bottle. Get me a bottle, please. One of them.
Well, we
Harm in trying one bottle, I suppose.
he wants to as well now.
I think that went kind of well, don't you?
I'm just glad that my normal job involves either chasing after cattle or murderers. Not the likes of you, mister.
Don't be like that.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to say my goodbyes, head on back to the real world.
Wait, sir. I've been thinking about your predicament, and I think I may have an idea. I've been thinking I could be your cunning Odysseus. Beware of the Greeks bearing gifts, sir. Williamson had better beware. We will make them into Trojans.
I don't rightly get you.
I want you to go and see my old friend Seth. He can come across as a little curious, but I'm sure you two will get on. He's most often found at Coots Chapel. He's very devout.
Why see him?
Because between him and me, we can get those gates to open for you, and you can walk right in, just like in Homer's great Trojan yarn!
Don't think John's convinced. But as you can see, we got a new Deadeye level. Not sure I like the way it automatically sets the targets, but we can fire multiple shots now. I remember Seth, by the way, but I'm not going to spoil anything. I think our next mission will probably be for Marshall Johnson, though. We'll leave Seth for a bit. I guess I'll make a cut and editing about now. Here we are at Marshall Johnson's office, ready for another mission. Hannon Bonnie MacFarlane.
Clue. All right, but it's got to be something to do with that government boy.
We'll talk to him, find out what he knows.
Fucking is. Where is she, Marston?
Who?
Who? My daughter, you fucking scum. Where's Bonnie?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since after the fire. Why?
Why? Because she hadn't been seen since yesterday afternoon. You know, I don't think I can cope. If I lose another child...
Now, Drew, nobody's lost anything yet. I'm sure she's fine.
Oh, Mr. Marshall! Mr. Marshall! Come out, wherever you are!
Who the hell's that?
Hey, buddy! That'd be your next looking mare.
Even better! Good day, Mr. MacFarlane.
Get down from that horse, boy, or I'll shoot.
I wouldn't recommend that, mister. Not if Drew MacFarlane wants to see his Bonnie back in one piece. Hey, Mr. MacFarlane! This is a nice girl you got there.
Get out from there!
You know, part of me's got to thinking I should just marry her myself. Give her a baby and that.
What do you want?
That's better. I want Norman Deek. I want him set free. Then you get your daughter back, mister.
We don't do deals with outlaws, boy.
Yeah, you do. Let's not waste each other's time pretending otherwise. Oh, government themselves ain't much more than a bunch of crooks. This is the land of opportunity, mister. And I'm giving you the opportunity to get your daughter back before 15 friends of mine take out all their anger and their loneliness on her.
Where the hell is she?
Where is she, boy?
Bring Deke up to Tumbleweed in a couple hours. And don't get no funny ideas, or I will slit that whore's throat myself! You boys have a pleasant afternoon. Yeah!
What do we do?
We do as he says. You and me, Marshal. Mr. MacFarlane, I'll get you your daughter back. I owe her that.
Please do.
I'll teach you some respect for the law. Hurry up, boy. Let's go. Quick as you can, Deputy. Make sure he's tied on good.
Stay with me, Marston.
I won't let anything happen to her, sir.
Could just make the trade and then kill him.
Come on, let's get this charmer.
I'm sure we will do.
See, this is what happens when the Federals interfere in our affairs. Are you happy now?
No, I ain't happy at all. And I already told you, I ain't with the government.
Now you say that, John, but the only thing I know for sure is who sent you.
They made me come here. They gave me no choice. That's your federal government, Mr. Johnson.
They come down here dressed as cocky as the King of Diamonds, talking a lot of flannel about helping us, about spreading peace and civilization to the West, but they brought nothing but trouble and taxes.
I agree with you. Wolves in sheep clothing, all of them. Rob you, then make you pay to have someone investigate the crime on your behalf.
People around here have been fooled into feeling protected, when they're worse off than they were before.
The fellas I know don't care about people. All they care about is lining their pockets. Why is this sorry son of a bitch so important to them?
Norman Deeks Williamson's right-hand man. In other words, a glorified errand boy.
Wait, Marshal! I'll be back for you!
Bill's standards have slipped.
We already filled you with lead once, you ugly
Deeks
bastard!
the kind of man who's mean enough to be second in command, but too cowardly and stupid to ever be a leader.
Don't ever use that line near your deputies. You know, for his sake, they'd best not have laid a finger on Miss MacFarlane. What is this place we're headed?
Tumbleweed, a lonely, god-forsaken place. Some people say it's haunted. It was quite a town back in its day. Then they built the railroad to Armadillo and went clean past Tumbleweed, and that was that. Pretty soon, everybody had up and left. Now it's just thieves, smugglers, and bandits. Scum like Deke here. Oh, popular spot for lynchings, too.
Let's try to avoid that if we can, Marshal.
I just hope you're not taking advantage of the MacFarlanes, Marston.
They saved my life. Gave me food and bed when they had no idea who I was. I owe them more than I can ever repay.
That's just they've been through a lot. Well, they're both vulnerable, different ways.
I wouldn't have been running in and out of a burning barn to save their horses otherwise.
I know you helped, just like you helped me. But you got your reasons for doing it.
It's no secret why I'm here, Marshal. I told you the very first time I walked into your office.
I trust you. It's just all this business with Blackwater and Williamson and the past. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard not to have doubts.
I understand. I never planned to be in the lawman business neither.
Come on.
Probably coming up in there now.
Sending an outlaw to do the work of a lawman. That's madness.
Ain't much difference between the two, as far as I can tell.
There have to be rules, Marston. Even you must understand that.
It's easy to make up rules, but they ain't much use if people don't understand why. Like my son, if I tell him not to do something, he'll do it anyways, just to spite me. If I punish him, he resents me for it. But if I show him why it's wrong, at least he has reason not to do it again.
That's nonsense. Without laws, we're nothing more than animals. Just look at Deke here.
Go to hell!
Man has worked hard at civilization. Your boy steps out of line, you whack him. He does it again, whack him harder.
You're a good man, Marshal, and I respect what you're trying to do. But from what I've seen since I've arrived here, the law ain't really working.
Criminals are like weeds, Marston. Quick as you stomp one out, another one sprouts up in its place. It's the nature of places. You know that as well as I do.
Stop the bird so hard, you son of a bitch! Slow down, please!
We're nearly there now. Yeah, this looks like it.
Boys will be getting fast broken, I bet.
Across the bridge. Not far to go now.
John, you'll be exchanging the prisoner for Bonnie in the middle of town. Keep your eyes open. I sincerely doubt these scum plan to play fair.
Fair my ass.
You bet. Besides, Norm here is gonna be my shield, ain't you, Norm?
It'd be my pleasure.
Lead Deke into town. We'll be right behind you.
Alright, we move him into town.
Boys have a whore to play with. I hear those rancher girls like it in the rear.
Let's shoot him in the rear.
Go home. She been fucked so good.
Why don't you save some of that breath for breathing?
How does it feel to be the marshal's lapdog? You sure are a brave man behind a gun. You've got a reckoning coming, my
Alright,
friend.
let's talk. Let's talk.
You sure are a brave man behind a gun.
Do I whack him or what?
You've got a reckoning coming, my friend. Get these ropes off of me, boys!
God damn it!
Alright, that went south. Good idea, wasn't it?
Take cover!
Yes, sir, and he's getting it up the rear.
You want to stop doing that?
Rest in peace, my friend.
Where's
Can I
Bonnie, you
climb
sons
up
of
there?
bitches?
Don't think I can.
Where is she, you bastards?
Alright, let's go for Bonnie.
Bonnie, we're coming! Let her go, or I'll kill every last one of you! Bonnie! Where are you?
Don't think that's gonna work.
Get the hell out of here!
To the victor, the spoil.
I'm gonna make you stop!
Oh,
I'll kill you! Looks like you're about to get bedded down. You're a hard man, are you?
shit.
Bronner! Hell no! Dirty cat!
Where is she?
I won't let you die, buddy!
Okay, now we're gonna finish them off.
Damn, sure is a lot of them.
Like to loot all the bodies, but there's a lot going on. Okay, I'm gonna go for it.
What have we got here?
Put your guns down and run back to your family! I'm gonna put you to bed with pick and a shovel.
No health. That's not good. Best I can do is have to buy some time.
Outlaws! I've seen tougher cow turn! I'm a goddamn law.
Let's get rid of him.
Just give it up!
Are they
Excuse me,
running?
partner. I ain't getting fresh.
Not sure I'm going to accept that. Where are they? Whatever. Is that them or are those... No, those are the deputies, aren't they?
Bonnie, are you okay?
I'm fine now, Mr. Marston. Thank you. Thank you. What the hell took you so long, you stupid man?
Well, you weren't exactly helping me.
If you think I'm gonna lower myself by making a joke about being all tied up, you got another thing coming. Come on.
Guess she must be alright then. I don't know, looked pretty rough. She's safe now anyway. Dame Buckaroo. You are now somewhat known around the frontier. Now costs you significantly less to convince officers of the law to turn a blind eye. Not that I'm doing that much crime anyway. But, yeah, that's good. Anything else going on, or... Nope, that's it for now, it looks like. I'm only seeing one more mission on the map. Unless either the Marshal or Nigel West Dickens or Bonnie. Kind of curious to see what happens with her now. Unless either of them come back, I'm going to do the one for Seth next. But I think I've had enough for now. If you want to see that, it will be in the bottom right of the end screen coming up about now.